What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sal, aka Perf, coming back at you with another review. This time we got the ever so popular Dunbarton Umbagog Bronzeback. So if you don't know, I was a guest with the New Wave Boys, and I was gifted by my man DJ the original Umbagog. And I like that one. Had a little sweetness to it. It rounded out the flavors. It was smooth, great burn, great flavor all the way through. Really enjoyed that. But you can't smoke one and not the other. So we're back with the popular Bronzeback. So my understanding is the original Umbagog is basically the Mi Querida kind of rejects. They just kind of fell short. They didn't qualify. And the Umbagog, the difference between this and the original is basically the wrapper that's been used. I mean, it's not the prettiest looking wrapper. It is a Connecticut broadleaf from US, and then it's rocking the Nicaraguan binder and fillers in here. I mean, my understanding is you'll never get a great looking either Cameroon or broadleaf, but let's get this lit up and see kind of how it compares. I will say the big difference from the two is supposed to be less sweetness, more spicy, which I'm okay with. Let's see what we get. Definitely right off the bat, from the original to the Bronzeback on first light, there's definitely that pepper. Definitely pepper driven, which I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of the AJ stuff. You know, he's known for his pepper. But right off the bat, pepper, some earth, maybe a little bit of wood to it. Not bad. I'm actually liking this one. Great draw. Great draw, super creamy. I mean, check the smoke on that bad boy. Just pouring out of it. Solid. Peppery through the retro. That's the leading factor, is the pepper. Some earthy, some woodness to it. Not a whole lot of sweetness, so it is true. The difference between this one and the first one is you get less sweetness. Now, it's not to say that it's not there, but if I had to pick, and me being my palate and liking a little bit more spice, so far this is really nice. I'm gonna get this warmed up, and I'm gonna come back as we get into that first third and see how everything mellows out. All right, y'all, so working our way through the first third. We're about here right now. The peppery up front that was leading and charging the way is kind of dimmed down a little bit, dumbed down. Has settled, and it's more of a well-balanced, very spiced up front, very different from the original. The original had that sweetness to it that really tapered that down. It's a little still spice. Lots of what I would consider white pepper on the retro. It's not really burning the nostrils, but it's definitely opening them up a little bit. But all around, great flavors. I'm really liking it. Getting a little bit of nuttiness to it, and the sweetness that I do get from it is more of the, if you ever gone to like Walmart or your local drugstore and got those Christmas buckets of popcorn that are everywhere, and I'm gonna admit I love them, is usually it's like the butter. There used to be like the cheddar. I think it's now white cheddar, which is garbage. They need to bring back the orange stuff. But that bigger section of like, I guess it's caramel, a little bit of that as it lingers. As you exhale, you blow it out. That's what I get from it. And it's kind of cool. I enjoy it. Well, that's where we're at. It's a great burn. Slightly wavy, but solid. Now, as mentioned, if you go back and you watch the live, this is Saka's working man cigar. A lot of his sticks are, I would say, anywhere from 13, 14, 16 and upwards. This one won't break your bank. And again, stems from not quite meeting the Mi Querida standard. So if you can find one, definitely go ahead and pick one up. If I had to pick between the silver, I guess it depends on the mood that I'm in. Sometimes I teeter-totter. I want a little bit more sweetness, more towards the evenings. I've already had my meals. I've had my coffees. I'm done for the day. Something slightly spicier. If I wake up with a wild hair, maybe I want a spicy cigar in the morning. You can pair this. I believe this would go great with a coffee. It would go great with an espresso. I'm going to be honest, this would go great with a chai tea. Only reason I say that is my wife picked me up one from Dutch Brothers. And I was like, dang, I haven't had one of those in a while. Yeah. With Christmas time being over, the holidays, that chai tea, it just hit right. That might be one of my new favorite pairings with a cigar is a chai tea. Hot. Not so much cold, but the draw also is great. It's an even draw. It's not fighting me. It's not too loose. We're just going to keep going on it. So I'm going to work my way through it. Kind of get it going there. Boom. I'm going to work my way through it. See if it changes into that second third. My guess it's going to continue on. Strength-wise, maybe a medium, teetering on that medium plus line. But definitely something that's not going to take you overboard. So yeah, I'm going to continue on this, enjoy it down, see how long I can get this ash thing, because y'all love to play that fucking ash game in the construction. So far, it's solid. It seems pretty sturdy. I don't see it going anywhere, but I'll catch up with you in the second third and see where it goes. All right, y'all. We are back and here. Right there. So typically I smoke mine down to the band, maybe a little bit past what I would consider maybe the end of the second third for me. The leading charge of that pepper has really scaled back on this one. It's kind of a well-rounded, still not as sweet as the original, like I've mentioned before. I don't know why I clicked my tongue like that. I'm sorry. That's annoying. But yeah, it's really scaled back. Really, that subtle sweetness that I described before of that caramel corn that you can get at like Walmart, they come in the packs. That lingers around with a little bit more of a little earthiness to it. Maybe a little more wood. And I think that's what separates this one from the original, is that the sweetness level is really kind of not suppressed, but compressed. Maybe not even that. It's subtle. And for me, like I said, depending on what kind of day I've had or what mood I've had, is going to determine, am I going original? Am I going bronzeback? On a night like tonight, the bronzeback is hitting. Again, Saka's working man cigar. It ain't going to break your bank, but it's definitely going to satisfy that palate. It hits me. So this one definitely is a 2 for 2. Original as well as the bronzeback. I dig it. Would I suggest it? Recommend it? Of course. Maybe 2, 3. Try it out, and then from there, you can go in and get the pack from there or a bigger thing. But I mean, you can't go wrong. The draw has been excellent the whole way through. No struggles, easy. I mean, all around solid cigar. Something I can definitely smoke from night to night. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Is it going to make the end of the year list? Maybe. Like I said, I can go both ways. I think I'll have to go back to the notes that I took on the original and kind of compare and contrast on this one. So you'll just have to tune in for that one, as that one's coming later on. This one will probably hit the channel before that one does, but sneak peek for those that made it through this far, I've got mine top 2. That'll be my top that I've smoked. I know everybody's throwing theirs out there right now and getting those in. There's some top-notch cigars. Some of them on that little higher premium end. I'm just not there yet. I will definitely disclose that up front, and I can do that on this video. But still, I think something there'll definitely be something in there that can hit your palate. I think I'll let this go a little bit too long. I'm gonna have to touch it up, and I'm definitely gonna touch it up to go through the final third. But yeah, all around great cigar. I'm loving it. Saka, solid. Looking forward to try a little bit more from him. Definitely want to go and try a Mi Querida, because I have not tried that. Maybe 1 or 2 of those and compare. Why did this one kind of not meet the expectation? Was it just due to presentation because of the wrappers, or was there a flavor change with the wrappers? I have no idea. For the veterans or the veteranos that are out there that have been doing this a little bit longer than me, chime in down below on that, because I don't know. So, but I'm gonna get this down to at least the band. I don't expect anything to change. Like I said, that pepper's really taken a step back. It's well rounded, less sweetness and more of that woodsy earthiness, and then again that caramel popcorn that just kind of lingers as you go in between puffs, as you let it rest, and then you come up to take a puff out of it. But yeah, so I will report back on that and then a wrap up. We're here going into that final third for me. Remove the band. We're about to kick down the landing gears on this bad boy. So heading into this portion of the cigar, flavors are still sunny there. Now we're getting more of that toasted sweetness, I would say. That caramel popcorn, if you were to throw it in the microwave and, hit that 30-second button, kind of gets that feeling. It's not off-putting by any means, but it's definitely a change, as most cigars do. When you get into that final third, it gets a little hotter. Sometimes you can charm a little bit, taking a little bit slower. But to recap this whole cigar, quick recap: initial light, head charged pepper. I would say for me, it was more black pepper, white pepper. I mean, super heavy up front. Going into that second third, it really kind of scaled back as a well balanced. Got a little more earthy, a little bit of nuttiness, that caramel popcorn. And that whole section coming up to that final third was great. It was phenomenal. It was a great flavor. Strength wise, you're really sitting at about a medium, maybe a medium plus. But it's got flavor. I can see why so many people are enjoying the Bronzeback, for sure. Again, just depends on the time of day. What do you want? You want a little more sweetness? Go with the original. You want a little more kick, some earthy notes? Pick up the Bronzeback. So yeah, want to give a huge shout out to DJ over at Pick Jimmy. If you are not subscribed to his channel, what are you doing? Head on over, link down in the description below. DJ, I appreciate the cigars, man. This was a great one. I appreciate all the cigars you've given me. All right, y'all. So that's going to be a wrap. We're going to hit that landing strip. We're going to get you to your terminals. You can check your bags. Have a great night and stay blessed. Peace.